This is my favorite Santa Claus story. When I first came up here, after I was offered the position, I had no idea this was for a Christmas-related job. And so I'm looking over my contract, and of course it says, we do this run on December 24th, right? And so I'm looking at my contract, and I said, what about vacation days? And he said,
you only work once a year. You don't get vacation days.
And I said, well, what about sick days or maternity leave? And he said,
you don't get sick days either.
And I said, well, what if I show up December 24th sick or, pregnant? And he said,
you will work December 24th in sickness and in health. And if you want this job, you will not give birth on or about December 24th.
Well, I thought that was a bit fascist. But I could see he was getting hot around the collar, so I said, okay, fine. But secretly, I was thinking, we'll just wait and see. Because, if I show up barfing my lungs out on the 24th, this guy is not going to make me strap on a harness and fly around the world. When he's got his clients waiting one full year for this one delivery, who's going to notice if it's postponed a day or two? So, thinking it over. No vacation days, no sick days, it's only once a year. Looking at my calendar, and suddenly, in a moment of brilliance, I realized this is during the holidays. So then I did. So then I said, so Mr. Claus, is this run scheduled for sometime around the 24th most of the time? And he said,
no, it's scheduled for exactly the 24th all the time.
I said, well, that's just crazy. Is it every year? And he said,
yes, every year.
well, now I was getting a little pissed off. So then I said, well, excuse me, Mr. Claus, but what happens if this falls during Hanukkah? And I thought that was a pretty reasonable question because, most businesses will give you time off to spend Hanukkah with your family. They will. It's just what's done. Seriously. So, but no, he just started laughing that annoying laugh, and he said,
Oh, ho, ho, now, dancer. One of my reindeer is a practicing Muslim, and most of them are devout agnostics. But on December 24th, you are all Unitarians, because I need Christmas deer on Christmas Eve to deliver Christmas toys on Christmas Day.
boy, was I a little embarrassed. I guess I really have nothing to complain about, because Santa's always been pretty fair with me. But I've been with the 8 for a long time. Now, I haven't been here as long as Dasher or Vixen, but I was here before Hollywood came on. And I was here before Donner and Rudolph. We don't really count Rudolph. No. So, if Blitzen and Cupid go on strike and Vixen leaves, hey, that means I'll be one of the senior deer. And I'm wondering if I'll get a pay raise, because I think I should after this. Oh yeah. I once worked in a zoo for a while, but the hours are long and the pay is peanuts. worked in a zoo, but I've been to one once. And I don't know how those animals can do it. It's so degrading. I mean, they walk around stark naked, and people take pictures. And some of them, and I don't mean to sound anti-simian, but it's mostly the primates, they stand there and flash themselves, and they don't even get tips. Apparently, the zookeepers don't like it when people throw money into the cages. They say that Cupid was a zoo baby. I think that's why he is the way he is. I mean, that's got to be a scarring experience for any young fawn. Or any child, for that matter. I just don't get people. But if Blitzen... Oh, sorry, I don't mean to change the subject. But if Blitzen and Cupid go on strike, I cannot participate. I need this job. I used to be a ballet instructor. And I just can't go back to that. You see, there was this movement, and this is before your time, but it was a fundamentalist religious movement where they were saying that reindeer shouldn't ballet. It was really weird because there were all these people giving sermons and talking about dancing deer like it was the sign of the apocalypse or something. And I mean, it's not like we were doing modern dance. No, no, no. We were doing classical ballet. And I just had to get out. It was safer not to dance. And now nobody does. And that's why you've never seen a reindeer ballet. And it's tragic. It's really, really tragic. Because some of the best dancers in the world at the time were reindeer. Ballet just comes naturally to a deer. Dancing on quaint, breathtaking leaps. When you see deer pas de deux, they can leap over each other's heads. And, of course, all the intricate tail work. It's gone from the repertoire. Baryshnikov still teaches tail work, but trust me, it is just not the same. No. They say you've never lived until you've seen beautiful reindeer dance the Nutcracker Suite with a stag in tights. I guess nobody lives anymore. And if I don't, sorry, I don't mean to change the subject again, but if I don't go on strike, it's not because I don't believe Nixon. I don't know why I keep thinking about this, but they fight all the time. That woman is just nasty to him, especially when she's been drinking. That's why I don't go to the office Christmas party anymore. I say it's because I'm trying to stay kosher, but really, it's because of Mrs. Claus. And it's awkward anyway, because she's the only one who isn't involved with the Christmas run. I mean, she doesn't make the toys, she doesn't wrap the presents, she's just Santa's wife, so she comes to the office party. And when she started drinking, and oh my gosh, she is drinking way before we even get back from the Christmas run, she is picking up elves and throwing them across the room. Or she's trying to throw them in the punch bowl. She hates the elves. And I don't know why. She doesn't really like me either. I think she likes bucks. I just wish I could dance again.